so much for joining me for this haul. I thought I would share with you my second, third, and fourth purchases, and then I have one online that I need to finalize. So hopefully I can get your help with that because I purchased a lot of these because of your recommendations. So thank you so much for that, as well as the Hermes. I have lots of Hermes here to open up. That was because of your feedback and also recommendations. We will go ahead and unbox everything from Sephora as well as Hermes, and we're gonna try on almost all of the Sephora items today. So I have this look from a Chanel video I just filmed. So if you like this look, make sure to tune into that. I went a little dramatic on the eyes. I know we also had requests for holiday looks, so this is my holiday look. I'm going to remove this face makeup in a little bit because of some items we picked up here. So the first thing is this. Now this was not on my list. Pretty much have stuck to my list for a few things that caught my attention because they do offer sets and I think they're great value, but I don't think everything is usable in some of those kits or the sets that they have. So this one though, look how beautiful. It's a YSL. There are 3 lip products in here, a great gift as well, and I thought these colors were right up my alley. So we will try on all of these lip colors here in a moment. And then you can see what a red lip would look like with this look. White and gold, it looks like a surface has been cracked and then in between you have like gold grout. Oh, it has a YSL here. The zipper is not as nice as the Dior one that I showed you, but it's still very nice. And then inside you have 3 lip products. We have a Rouge Volupté de Shine Oil in Stick, not slick. It's a beautiful packaging on this. So it looks like this. This is one of those things that if you pull it out of your bag, it's gonna look really beautiful. So we have this shade 150, and I didn't see this one till later on, and I was surprised they had it in store. So you have 2 smaller lip products here. This is the one I wanna try on with this look in case you wanted to do a red lip with this. N150 for this shade. And then this shade here is Rouge Muse, this miniature here. And then we also have here, which looked really beautiful, this one right here, which looks like my exact kind of shade here in New Muse. This is 150. It's a really beautiful shade. Like this is gonna go directly to my bag because I like the hydration. It's a bit of a fragrance to it. It smells like fruit. Yeah, this is one of those things that I would love to bring in my bag to dinner because it's really easy to reapply. Doesn't take a mirror. I brought like a full-on lipstick the other night and I didn't want to reapply at the table. I don't want to take out a mirror. So this kind of thing, I don't have to use a mirror to apply, and if I go outside the lines, it's okay, but it's really nice hydration. I love that shade, just brightens up the lip. Okay, let's go in with the next one. New Muse. Has a really nice warmth to it. Yeah, this goes on really smoothly as well. It's a beautiful shade. Yeah, it does have like a hint of warmth to it. The texture on these lip products are really nice. Okay, and then this one, Rouge Muse. Ooh. Let me get my cotton swab and just run it around the perimeter there to soften it. I like this little set because if you want wearable lip shades, this one, super wearable. This one also very daily, very comfortable kind of lip. If you want a red, then you have something dramatic in here as well. So red is not something I use frequently or very often at all, but I do like to have a red in case I need it. So if you want to really glam up this Chanel look, it's a really beautiful lip with that too. So you'll see in the Get Ready With Me that my dark spots are really improving quite a bit. And I've been changing up my toner to this Farmacy Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner. So this is geared specifically towards dark spots. This is what it looks like. It's got a nice glass bottle. And then I also picked up this. Right now I use the topicals. I use the topicals Faded for my dark spots, but this one looked interesting. This is by Fenty Skin. So I was impressed with the Fenty Skin products that I tried, like especially the lip mask. I've been really impressed with that. One of the nicer ones that I've used. So I wanted to try this by Fenty Skin because it's also a niacinamide dark spot serum. So it's got those active ingredients that I look for when it comes to trying to take care of these dark spots. So it's got niacinamide, vitamin C, reduces the look of dark spots and evens skin tone. So we will give this a try. I'll maybe use it on half of my face, like on one of my spots, and then the other one we'll continue using topicals. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm willing to try it to see what else is out there. Plus I think my skin plateaus every once in a while with products, and sometimes I like to give them a break from that product, and this gives me an opportunity to try something new. So I'm gonna try this out and I'll let you know. On to things that you recommended to me. So you let me know that you love the Patrick Shaw blushes, which I have never tried. I've never tried his blushes. I think I tried 1 or 2 products from him, maybe the brow product, but the blush. So I got this in She's That Girl. I can't remember if this is the specific shade that was recommended, but it looks really beautiful. So it's got this lovely packaging here, and I'm excited to try this. Well, that looks like it's gonna be kind of bright, but we'll try it. It's got a cream and powder. This is a recommendation of yours as well. It's the blush brush by Rare Beauty, because I had mentioned I really like the Clé de Peau blush brush, and you let me know that this one does not pick up concealer underneath either. So we're gonna try this. So it looks like it's nice and tapered at the end. I like that, like each of the hairs looks tapered at the end. A couple of things I already unboxed because that's how excited I get about products when I want to try them. So I picked these up yesterday and I tried them last night. I did half on one's face, half on the other. We'll try them together with you. But I did end up picking up the Fenty Beauty product. Now, when I tried this on at the event, the YouTube event, the Fenty reps were there and they shade matched me to 12. And when I swatched on my arm, I thought that's really interesting because I could see the texture on my skin. And I thought I really liked it though at the event, and I looked really closely at it and I thought, why does it look like dry? But then I thought maybe it's the tester. Actually, let me just try it right now, because the swatch is not amazing. Like it looks like it's kind of dry. It looks like it emphasizes texture. It just is not a great swatch. And so then I thought, well, let me just try it because I liked it at the thing when I tried it. So let me try it again. So I have it in 12. It also looked a little deep. And then I thought, okay, let me just look around because this caught my eye online, the YSL, because I have, we're gonna see here in a minute what I picked up from Hermes, but it kind of reminded me of the Hermes product, the Bare Look Tint, and I picked mine up at 9. So I was swatching. But what I noticed is that this YSL is so much smoother. The texture was so much smoother. It was more skin flattering on my arm. Now on my face, I didn't know because I had not tried it before, but you can see the differences in the tone. I had a hard time finding the right undertone. So this is the 12 by Fenty. It's a little peachier, a little bit deeper actually. And then this is 9. It's got more of a warm tone to it. I feel like these two are actually a little bit deep for me, or what deeper than I normally would pick. And then I also picked up this YSL. I feel like I've owned maybe like 7 to 10 of these in my lifetime. And I picked this up. I was gonna pick up 3. I had ordered 3 online to pick up in store. And then when I went there, I just tested them all again. And it was like the color of the Fenty product. It was too deep. It was gonna be too deep for under my eye area. So I went ahead and picked up 2.5. We're gonna try that on as well. Before we try this Sephora, let's open these Hermes products. Oh, you know what I really wanted to try were their nail polishes, because I love Ballerina by Chanel, and I had the older version. I always wanted that brush to be a better brush. I wanted it to be wider. I wanted the bristles to lay more flat and be able to splay out so I could apply the polish more evenly. And so I ordered a newer one for my mom. And when I tried it on her, the brush really wasn't that much better. And I don't know if it's the particular bottle she had or what was happening with it, but I was not impressed with the improved version. So maybe I have to try it again. So I thought, let me try the Hermes version of their nail polish. It's more expensive than the Chanel, but look how cute the box is. It's so cute. I picked one up in a shade that reminded me of Ballerina. Look how beautiful that is. Like, this is luxury all the way. Their Hermes packaging. You know, I love other Hermes products, bags, etc., scarves, shoes. But I like already, I'm looking at the shade here. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's in 01 Rose Porcelain, and I like that it's looking liquidy because I prefer a more sheer application with a light color on my nails, because otherwise I can see the ridges when I apply it. So I like a thinner consistency. Actually, let's just try it really fast because I want to see. Just want to see. I'm really curious. Ooh, okay. And so far I like the brush. Do you see the brush? It is nice and flat, and it's got a curve in it. Oh my gosh, okay. So it has a curve in it. I don't know if you could see it. That makes all the difference. The brush, I mean, the formula also, but it has a curve in it, so it's easier to go close to the cuticle without touching it. And I just did a really quick, really quick just swatch of it. And what I liked is that it's even. I can't see any ridges. So when it overlaps and you can see the ridges, I don't like that at all. So it went on really evenly, and I think because of the consistency. Ooh. So I'm very excited about this, and beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna put it back here because it's so cute. I did not get the base coat. Let me know if you have it. So the top coat's in here. Let me know if you have the base coat, because I'm curious to know if it makes that much of a difference. Typically base coat kind of just like adds more texture. It's harder to dry, but this is the same packaging. This is the base coat, the top coat. Beautiful. Like, those are just beautiful. So you get to live over here. Then I also picked up another, I'm like a glutton for punishment here. I picked up another foundation product. So remember this that I did not love? I did not love it the first time I tried it, but the last time I tried it actually went okay. So I can't remember what time of year I tried this, but I'm wondering if it has to do with the temperature. It's cooler now, so we'll see. But this one is in number 40, and I went one up. I'm afraid I didn't go high enough. Oh, wait, although this looks pretty good. This is in 50, Palomino. This is the one I always thought maybe this would be better. So we're gonna do a whole look with Hermes products. Oh wait, did I drop something? I did. Let me just look at this color because I'm so impatient and I wanna know. Ooh, okay, we might be in the right neighborhood now. So this is the number 50, and that's how it looks. I know it looks light on my hand, but of course the back of my hand is darker. That's 40 and that's 50. So we're gonna try that because there's something about it I liked. It was like the texture of it still has that sunscreen scent though. So if you don't like sunscreen scent, I would pass on this because it's quite prominent. I also picked up another product I think you recommended to me because you liked it. The mascara. You let me know you like the mascara. And you know, I always want to try, they have some lovely shades as well. I was tempted to pick up another shade. Look how beautiful. And we have here the mascara. I picked mine up in black, but I was definitely tempted by some of the other shades. Let's look at that wand. Ooh, promising. Okay, sometimes the fluffier bristles work well, but sometimes when they're very, like, this looks like a very calculated kind of a brush. Sometimes those are better too. We're gonna try that in the Hermes. And then this one, it's because I asked you what you wanted to see next. And in terms of the palette, because I so enjoyed the first one that I chose. So I was really tempted by this one because when I especially went to Sephora and looked around, there were very few, if any, palettes that were not neutral. The only options for anything with more color were bigger palettes, which I don't typically use. So all the smaller palettes were very, very neutral, and I love neutral, but I wanted something different. This comes in a canvas, and I think, even though you reminded me so many times that there's a brush in here, I think I might have discarded it. I have to look. But inside here is a little brush. You have this little brush, which I haven't tried. Should I try it? Let me know if you want me to use this when I apply the next palette. It's cute. It just lives in here. Like, there's an interior pouch for the, like a little place for this little brush. This is number 4. Oh no, I put my finger in it. I didn't mean to touch that. Oh wow, this blue is very vibrant. But I really wanted to try this color. I really like this, and I really wanted to try this deep color. And I think that's gonna be beautiful, and I think that's also going to be beautiful as a liner. So I'm very excited about this palette. I'm more inspired by this palette than some of the other palettes I've seen recently. Although I have to say I really enjoyed this palette as well that I have on. So what I'm gonna do right now, since I said we would try everything on, I'm gonna remove my base makeup. Oh, I also need to compare for you 2 of my top concealers and do, I was gonna do face washes too of all my concealers so you can see them. This is my holy grail right now though, the Chanel. Let me take my makeup off, do some face washes, compare my top 2 under eye concealers for you, try the Complexion products on, and then we'll look at my basket and see if I need anything else. Okay. I removed my makeup, my face makeup, and then I got all my concealers. The House Beauty in 22 Light Medium Peach. Kind of going in order of consistency as well. So this is like the lightest weight one, and then we've got here LBC by Tower 28. Valentino MN4. Gucci 36N, I believe. You can definitely see the peachiness there. This is Graham Cracker coming up by Huda Beauty. And then this is Natasha Denona in P5. So there are all the swatches for you in case you were curious. And from my experience, it goes from lightest weight to heavier. So Haus Labs, Tower 28, Valentino, Gucci, Huda, and Natasha Denona. So I'm gonna go with these two for under my eye because those were the most lightweight under my eye. And they had a bit of a glow as well, just a slight glow. Let's go ahead with these Complexion products and then we'll do the two concealers next to each other. So let's go in with this Fenty product. So this was interesting because like I said, I did not love the way this swatched. And then I went home and tried it and you can see the shade there. So it's a little bit warm for me, but it's kind of in that nice medium space where it's not too deep, but it kind of works for both my face and my forehead. So that's also a rare thing. Usually I have a couple different shades going on. Shiseido brush. This works really nicely in this center area because it didn't gather into any pores or anything like that. I thought it did a really nice job of looking really skin-like. I took a close look at it when we went to the restaurant last night, kind of watched it throughout the night. It did really well. If you have dry skin, however, I don't know if you're gonna like this product. It does remind me a little bit of a concealer, but you can see it's nice and buildable as well. Like I almost don't need to put face concealer on today on this. Did a really nice job and it still has a skin-like glow. It does not come across like that though on the swatch, I must say. It was a little bit surprised that I liked it so much. When I went to the swatch, like what happened? Okay, so then let's go in with this product. So this is the one that swatched really smoothly against my skin. The undertone's a little bit warm for me, but it was really hard to find something that was the right undertone in the right range as well. So yeah, you can see there. It's a more thin though. The consistency is more fluid, very lightweight, extremely lightweight, compared to how I thought it would be, but it's very much a skin tint, very lightweight coverage, but also very skin flattering. There's a bit more of a glow here as you can see as well. So I wanted to try out these products that were like skin enhancing products. This one is a little bit more perfecting, the Fenty, and this one reminds me more of like the kind of coverage for Water Fresh Tint, that kind of a thing. And it has a hydrating quality to it. So I wanted to show you side by side in case you were interested in either of those products, but that's probably the best shade match on both of those for me. So I'm gonna go in now with those concealers. Just because this was the best shade match for my dark spots, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Gucci. So the Huda and the Natasha Denona specifically, although they were more heavy duty in terms of their coverage, like more powerful in terms of their opacity and being able to conceal, they puckered a bit after a few hours of wear. I did not get that with the Gucci. Let me know what your experience is, but I did notice that was kind of like, ooh, did not wear the best. This other Shiseido brush, I'm gonna just use this to push the product in. So out of all of those concealers I used, I don't think I would recommend any for dark spots specifically. I would stick to Clé de Peau concealer is still the best for dark spots. But if I was going to pick one, it would be this Gucci. It's still more fluid though. Just have to know it's got a fluid nature to it. Dark spots right here on the pores for me. The best thing I can do for them is to get a drier stick concealer. There's one I picked up recently, Jones Road, which is a stick as well. So my two contenders for under eye concealer after the Chanel, because I still don't think they compete with the Chanel, are the Haus Labs here. And I did wear these side by side for a few days just to test these out, see about the wear. So it does have a bit of a glow. Now I know some of you liked the matte version, which is the Valentino, which was the most matte. Then we've got Tower 28. These both were practically the same. So there was a very little emphasis of fine lines. I did get some bit of creasing under here with both of these, but I liked them because they were lightweight. But you can also see the difference in the shades there. But I like concealers that are more skin-like, more flattering under the eye area, and I don't powder. So they have to be able to set themselves as well. But you can see the Haus Labs has the most glow out of these two. Hold on, I know what I was gonna use. Let me go get it. Okay, I was gonna try this Givenchy in number 4, and I haven't revisited this for a while. It's just kind of a mess though, this packaging. That's the one thing I have to say. I'm gonna use my La Mer brush here. And my lips are a little chapped, so let's go in with this while I try and figure out what I'm doing here. I'm trying to find my blush. So I wanted to tell you what I have in my basket. I have the Peter Thomas Roth cleanser. Then I have the Valentino blush in 9. I also have the Westman Atelier mascara and the mini of the Hourglass dim light. So let me know if I need to add anything else to that basket before I make my last purchase. Oh, before I go in with blush, I actually just watched Patrick Shaw's video because I wanted to make sure I used this correctly or the way he intended. So I have here 2.5 YSL, and as you know, I have been looking for something to replace or to substitute in for my La Prairie, which I used here. This is why I picked a lighter shade, and I tried this last night and it doesn't have that same consistency. It's a little bit more fluid. As you can see, it's really bright. I just wish they would not have discontinued the La Prairie. And it does an okay job. It reminds me of the like Camouflage Stilo Chantecaille. Now the tone in the Chantecaille C4 though is peachier, which is what I wanted. It has a similar level of brightness, but this one's got a warmer tone to it. It's okay, but it's still not gonna replace. It's not a replacement for my La Prairie, but I'm glad I picked it up because I can always use another brightening pen. Okay, so he actually, interestingly enough, applies blush the way I do, which is not to swirl the brush, but to just pat it gently on. Just kind of bounce it up like this, up and down. And he actually applies it further forward as well. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who does that. And one of the reasons I do that is to cover these dark areas right here. But I loved his thinking behind this. So I'm taking the powder part here. It's really beautiful. I thought it was going to be really bright. Lovely brush, by the way. Thank you for the recommendation. But yeah, he talked about not swirling the brush because you blend, 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 and then you start swirling your blush brush around and then mess everything up. So same mentality, same thinking that I have for my needs. This brush works really well with that idea because I don't feel like this is a swirling kind of brush. If you look at how it's shaped, it has that unusual shape that I like. It's definitely working for this technique as well. I have not read about this brush. Intuitively, that's what's making sense to me. And then he goes in with the, oh, that's really pretty. That looks really bright on camera, it's not that bright. He goes with the cream part. He just has another side of his brush, but I do not. So I'm gonna use the same one. And this is to meld in with the skin so it doesn't look powdery or like makeup. He just kind of went this way as well to just warm that up. Yeah, what a lovely blush. I'm so glad you let me know that you love it because it is beautiful. I don't know why I never tried these blushes, but I love his technique. I love the outcome. Really natural, beautiful. And then this brush is also a very lovely recommendation. These work quite well together as well, especially the way that like I said, the way I apply blush. Yeah, so thank you so much for the recommendations. I love the way this turned out. So I hope I was able to show you a few more things in case you were considering anything. I think that lip kit is a really great one. I loved all of the shades in there, especially if you are similar to my coloring. I think you'll like it. Also, the skin products, I mentioned the Fenty before, so I really wanted to try that for you. And in case you wanted something really lightweight, then I think this one is lovely as well over here. The YSL is lovely as well. I'm gonna just powder right here in the front just to take down a little bit of my pores here. And then that Givenchy powder, if you wanted to see that again, I think 4 is better for me. The last time I tried it, I was tan, much more tan, so 5 would have been better, but 4 right now is good. But definitely let me know what I should add to my basket because you have some really wonderful recommendations. I love the ones you already recommended to me, so let me know in the comment section below and what else you were picking up last minute because the sale, I believe, ends tomorrow. And do let me know what other Patrick Ta shades I should be picking up because this is one of the most beautiful blushes I've ever tried. Oh yeah, so if you liked this, want to see this eye look and what I had on earlier, make sure to tune into the Chanel video. That'll be coming up next. I'll be filming the Hermes video at some point, so that'll be coming up. You'll probably see more videos in the month of November. I just have a lot of product I need to be getting through and some gift guides coming up as well. So make sure to turn on the notification bell in case you don't already have that turned on. That way you will know when the video is up right away.